What's up, y'all? This is Chayce Beckham, and you're watching Celeb Secrets TV.
Celeb Secrets is hanging out here backstage, day 2 of CMA Fest, and we have Chayce Beckham with us. Welcome.
What's going on? How are you guys?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Just been running around, hanging out. Yeah.
Is your first CMA Fest?
No, this is my second one. So I did one last year, and I think it was a little more brutal last year. It was hotter outside, so this has been great.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how did you prepare? Because last year was brutal. Yesterday was like kind of chilly.
It was kind of nice, right? Yeah. I don't know. I just try not to think of anything too much, especially if we're playing here at home. Then it's like, I just get to go to the house and hang out and have a beer, drink, whatever, and then. Cruise back to the next show. So it's I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh my God, CMA Fest, and I just try to make it as like nonchalant as possible. So
you have to though, because you might freak out, and you can't do that when you're on stage. You got to be on your A game.
No, I was a little nervous yesterday before we played, but that's a good thing, So it always feels good. You get like little butterflies, and then you got to go out there and deal with it. So
I was gonna say, I was at Spotify House yesterday, and I did catch a little bit of your performance, and you were great.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Anytime. So you need to fill me in all on your music. What's going on? What are you working on? Everything like that.
Yeah, well, we just released a new song called Till the Day I Die, and that one's out now. And we'll be releasing a new one pretty soon called Little Less Lonely. And then we got more music after that. I'm just trying to single out a bunch of songs right now. We got 23 at the radio, and that's going good. So, yeah, there's a lot of things happening. Try to get home when I have time and record some new music too. So, but we have plenty stockpiled for the rest of the year. So we're just gonna keep on releasing it.
Nice. So what's your headspace like when you're getting in the studio and writing these particular songs?
Man, writing, I guess, I don't know. Usually I'll find stuff that I think about like while I'm just doing life, and then I get back to Nashville and I'll tell somebody, hey, I got this idea, and we'll work on it. And most of the time, lately, it's like we don't finish a song in a day. We'll kind of just give it a couple weeks and let that idea grow. And then, yeah, once you fall in love with it, or if it makes you cry or sends chills down your back, then you're like, yeah, okay, it's ready. You know what I mean? I think that's a misconception nowadays. Like, oh, we're going to go in the studio and write this song today, and we're going to finish it and have a demo. And it's like, some songs just need like a little time to breathe. And so, yeah, it's just I've had a very laid back look on writing, because when I first moved here, it was just like right. And then now I'm kind of just like, let's let these ideas cook for a second, and once they simmer, then we'll get a hold of them.
So how many years have you been down here in Nashville?
2 years now. Okay, 2 years, yeah. So I moved here 2 years ago. And everything's been about 2 years. Like whole new life the last 2 years.
Say, within the last 2 years, your life completely changed. I mean, you won American Idol, you're down here, you have a big record deal, you're touring all over the place. What maybe have you learned about yourself during this experience for you?
Man, I guess maybe I learned, I don't know, I think you have a lot of time to self-reflect, especially I moved out here originally by myself, and I was living in a house, so it's like I'd tour, and then I'd get home, and it'd just be me. Yeah. You have a lot of time to just reflect and like think about all the things you've done, and like all your like embarrassing moments in life, and sit there like, why did I do that? Why did I say that?
I get it, that's me.
Is like most of my life. And anyways, it turns into that B-roll clip. But I guess I just learned a lot. I think I grew up a lot, and kind of realized too. I used to think I was a people person. As like the older I get, I realize I'm not a people person. I love everybody, don't get me wrong, but like airports, oh gosh. So I mean, you kind of grow up, and then when you have the luxury to actually enjoy your life a little bit, like as opposed to I used to work so much and I still do, but I get to do a lot of the things that I love. So you just gotta, I don't know, grow up a little bit and look at the glass half full all the time. And I used to be a little bit of a pessimist, I guess. And so now I've learned to appreciate all the beautiful things happening like around us. Yeah. I
love that. Now I know you said new music is on the way. Any like touring dates? Like what else is coming up for you?
Yeah, so I'm leaving tomorrow to go. I got a couple shows in Florida, and then I'm going fly back up here to Nashville. We'll jump in the bus, and then drive up to New York, and we're starting the country on tour with Luke Bryan. So we'll do New York, another city, I'm not sure where else we're going to New York, then we're going to Toronto, and then we'll be on that tour for most of the rest of the year, and then after that we got farm tour with Luke as well. So we have dates and festivals pretty much. If you live in America, you come see us. We'll cross, one way or another we'll cross through your city. Wow. So yeah, it's exciting this year.
And what's that like with Luke Bryan?
Luke's great. He's a good friend of mine, and I just appreciate him, and he's done a lot to just look out for me since I got off Idol and I've gotten into this world. And I love touring with him, and he's a great contact to have.
Right, right. Like one of the biggest names in country music.
Yeah, it's like sometimes he'll be calling me. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Like, is this real life?
It's funny, yeah, but it's one of those things where I'm just grateful for that, and so thankful that he's you know, gone the extra mile to make sure that I'm good, and you know, I toured for the last 2 years, and then finally he's invited me to come and be a part of his, so it feels good to earn that spot and to be, you know, running with the big boys a little bit. So
I was gonna say you have to take it all in and take notes.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I've seen him play a lot. I've been to a lot of his shows, and he just cracks me up. He's one of the most hilarious and entertaining people, like on and off stage. So it's cool to kind of be a part of that crew and to kind of take from people like that. You know, you see them all playing and take some from their book and put it in mine. You know? For
sure. Then we'll go to your show and we'll see and we'll be like, wait a minute, that looks familiar.
Why is Chayce shaking his ass up there?
Lastly, we are Celeb Secrets. Any secrets or fun facts about you that people wouldn't know just by, you know, seeing you live or listening to your music or following you on social media?
Something that I like to do is I like to go to the grocery store and I buy a bunch of flowers, like the cheap, you know, you get like $5, $3 little bundles, and I go home and I cut them all and organize them, and I think about, man, like I could have been a florist, and I put them all in a vase, and my girlfriend comes home and she's like, wow, those look great. I'm like, oh, I did that, you know, like, so that's my hidden talent is
a side gig too if you really needed it.
I mean, weddings, birthdays, girls, hit me up. Valentine's Day,
Right.
yeah,
You're the guy.
Awesome. So.